What I like in France is that you have a bakery at every street corner. We just stopped at ours right there. Got a fresh baguette, pain au chocolat, brioche, some little sweets for breakfast. But this is just so convenient and so nice. Let's go and get breakfast. So in this video, I will take you inside some French bakeries and explain to you the different options you have. Because yes, of course, you have the bread, you have the breakfast items, you have the cakes like you see here. There's quite a variety here and everything is so tempting. So make sure if you like this video to hit the thumbs up button and let me know which one you like best. But this is what you see here, what we usually get for breakfast. So you have the brioche with the bit of sugar on top. You've got some pain au chocolat in the back with some chocolate inside. It's on the side here on the right, what you see right there has some grapes, raisins inside. It's all so delicious, but really up to your taste. Me, I like the little brioche with the sugar on top, or this one right there that have chocolate in the middle. This one is called the Suisse, and I really like it. That's exactly the one I got back home for breakfast for me. But let's try another bakery here, much bigger, and this one was in Brittany. And they made the bread, they baked the bread inside that bakery. So when you enter, what you see right there on display are more the cakes you want to take home for dessert, after lunch, after dinner, for a special occasion. So you can have the fruity ones, as you see here, lemon, strawberry, raspberries, or some that are more chocolatey or praline. All the colors here are natural in France. We don't use any of the bad dyes, so usually it's made out of natural color. So then you have the sandwiches, burgers, lunch options. Most bakeries provide options for lunch. You can have some pies as well, salty pies. And then you have all the individually served desserts. So this is not really breakfast. It's more what you would get for 4 o'clock tea snack or after lunch or after dinner. All the breads, quite a variety here depending on the kind of bread you like. Bûcheron is kind of a hard crust. You have the baguette as well, so different kinds of baguette. Traditionnel, the usual one. It really depends how you like it, crusty or not too crusty. Here is more the breakfast items. What you would get in the morning on your way to school. That's actually the one I got, the pavé chocolat. You can tell I have a very sweet tooth for the chocolate here. And in the back, they are baking the bread. I do not think they're making the dough in that particular bakery. I think they receive it and they bake it so that it's very fresh, just out of the oven for the clients. So that was a traditional bakery, but you can have some very fancy bakeries. This one is in Paris, in a everyday neighborhood, I would say, but not very cheap bakery. And just the way it's presented, the decoration. Yeah, they have some kind of tea salon in the back where you can have your tea, your coffee, and some sweets and see how it's presented. So it's probably double the price of what you would pay in the traditional bakery. And it doesn't mean it's much better, because we tried a few actually out of that bakery and it was okay, but it wasn't like wow for the price you pay. So yeah, don't always choose based on the appearance here, because sometimes the worst looking might be the best tasting. But it's all looking very nice. Look at that bread and these sweets here. So now we are moving to Brittany, and these are very traditional pastries from that region. Everything here is made with a lot of butter, because butter is one of the things they produce locally in Brittany. So one of them is made with chocolate, as you could see here, the other one with apple, but very specific to Brittany. And here, what you see now is very specific from the south of France. So that's some pies, sweet pies. They are made with prunes or with nuts. So very different kind of pastries depending on the region you're at in France. Pignon here, very traditional from that particular Provence area in the south of France. Yeah, that one too, made with honey, some nuts. And what you find absolutely everywhere, especially in the touristic areas, are the macarons. So here too, you have the one made in the local bakery, so not too fancy. The taste can vary. Some can be actually extremely good. Very colorful here. I mean, you've got a variety, another variety in another bakery, more colors. And as I said, the dyes in France are not too bad, so I would not be afraid of the colors. But this particular one here is La Durée. So that is the very fancy brand that you can buy at the airport, downtown Paris. A lot more expensive than what you can find in other bakeries. It tastes good, but it's not as good as what we tasted at the Chef Bakery. That's also one of the specialties. It's called Les Merveilleux. So it's more like a brioche here, though you can have some with chocolate inside, but very specific. They only have a few products out of that bakery, which is also in Paris, and that particular one was at the train station. We were heading to the south of France, so just looking around, but that's the specialty of the house. These brioche and little cakes, they look delicious. We didn't get any, but they definitely look delicious. Another thing you see pretty much at every almost street corner is ice cream. And each town has their own local chef for ice cream. So this one was in Brittany, just to give you an idea. It had some reward, but to be honest with you, I was not that impressed. It was good, but it wasn't like, wow. I had much better ice cream, but it was the most popular one in that city, and there was a line to get ice cream, especially it was summertime, it was hot. So it was good, but they were kind of heavy to my taste. I've had much better ice cream in Paris. But we enjoyed it, and look at the variety. I mean, just ask for a flavor, they have it. Whether you like it more like chocolatey, nutty, or more fruity, they had it all, and some pretty original flavors here. See the prices. One was 4 euros, and it goes decreasing if you get more, obviously, but they were pretty heavy. All of us got 2, and it was hard to finish. So that was the Chef in Brittany, and specialty, the millefeuille. If you're interested, I will put the link to the video where you got a full visit of that particular pastry shop. And here I'm going to let you enjoy more pictures, more pastries. Here are the raspberry pies from the south of France. They look pretty good, and we had an individual size. It was extremely nice. So very fresh raspberries. See, that's the one my daughter actually got for breakfast. That was at home. Yes, more cakes. I hope you enjoy, and if you did, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button and post in the comment below the pastries you would choose if you were to visit France.